Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So pin bar the day before yesterday, and then a fairly solid green bar that closed on its high. So that is pretty telling. You can pretty much argue that that is a continuation. So that was a signal, and there's your continuation bar, or your confirmation bar, should we rather say. So that to me just indicates there is more upside to come. Now the big question is, and we spoke about this yesterday, DAX loves ranges, loves channels, and that is pretty much bounce off the bottom of the channel. So we should get some move to the upside, basically, to come and test the top of the channel. So what I'm going to do is just delete that. Then we're just going to put in a level which is very, very significant, and the problem is that it is so how do I put it? It is there's so many options that you can do to draw this level in. So my best bit of advice that I can give you right now is it's a zone, and I'll give you the zone on the lower time frames, but that is kind of where it is. You can see what I'm doing. I'm lining up with the tails, sort of where there's a lot of tails where there was support, and then the next level where there was lots of support. So that's the zone, and if we get into there, that's a profit taking zone immediately. So take profit. Then what you want to do is wait for a pullback, see some structure, and if you start getting the structure and forming the higher low that we need from it on a daily perspective, that's another option to get in. But look at these oscillators, guys. They're all grouped, not quite grouped together, but you can see they are crossing over at the moment. They're at the bottom. Pretty much no diversions, anything, but it's definitely indicating you need to be wide awake. So 3 hours, a different story at the moment. And remember what I said about the channels. So there is a 3-hour channel here as well, and that is that one right there. And you can see how we basically gapped above it and rallied away. Oscillators group to the upside, indicating we need to be very careful and look for a level. And the level that we're at is pretty much right there. Okay, so there is merit, and you look at the 3-hour for a pullback to come and close a gap, close the daily gap, come and test this channel break, and then another move up. But it is non-farm payrolls today, so anything can fly. Right, so the hour is the one that we want to pay attention to, and the chart is extremely messy and noisy at the moment, but just bear with me. So firstly, this level here that we closed near at 15,266, that is a critical level right now, and you could probably just drop it a little bit. So you can see there's the previous swing low, found support, resistance, and then we haven't come back to it. So we broke down and we haven't come back to test this level at all. Okay, this one here was tested there, rejected, back. So you could argue that that is also not being tested. So I think let's just take the channel out. That'll give us something. And I'm just going to put both those levels in, because that is what we need to pay attention to. Coincides with the 155 as well. So one of two scenarios. First scenario is we sort of move to the downside. And at the moment, futures market for the DAX is, I think it's holding steady at the moment. It's 0.16 up at the moment, so 15,227, 15,225 now. So that is roughly pretty much where we closed in this zone. So scenario as follows: we're probably going to range today, or form a triangle. So big move up, big move down, and then just sort of range into a smaller triangle until non-farm payrolls comes out. Once the jobs number is out, then you probably anticipate a move up or a move down. So that's kind of the view that we've got at the moment. The fact that we've broken through the structure here, and you can see this structure here, to me, is a potential double bottom. Okay, so there's the first leg, there's the second leg, that's the neckline. So we're above that. Moving average is starting to cross over. We're hovering around the 155. So either look for a pullback back onto some structure, and the only bit of structure that I can actually see is going to be around, somewhere around here. You can see there quite a bit of interaction there. You can see resistance, resistance, support, support, and then resistance, and then an attempt at support here early in the day yesterday. So I don't see that happening because it's a solid green bar. But stranger things have happened in the market the last couple of days. So that would be a fairly decent pullback for an opportunity to buy back in. But then what you're looking for is a green day, red day, green day, red day. So then we're going to go into a range. Alternatively, you're looking for a break above or sort of just keep it above here. So 15,231. So if we can hold above 15,231 or alternatively 15,200. So we can stay above 15,200 in the first hour of trading and then start drifting higher. There's definitely merit for something to the upside. I'm anticipating that the jobs number is going to be either on par or slightly better. Just the way the markets have rallied, everybody knows something. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on that we're completely unaware of, which the big institutions are driving. So as far as I'm concerned, I think trend is starting to reverse. So we're looking for opportunities to buy into this. Personally, I'm staying out of it until after the non-farm payrolls comes out. But then I'll probably be on the US market, not on the DAX. So we'll only pick up the DAX next week on Monday. But this is very telling. If we can hold this as it is, you can get a break above this little bit of structure. Let's get the 15-minute and you'll see what I mean. So you can see range, rally, range. So what's the next logical step? Break of the range, rally, range. So just use this one here. Pay attention to that range. So break above it, come back and test it. Ignore the screen bar. But come back to test it, opportunity to buy into it, stop below the range. And then you're looking for a move equal to the height of the range, which is going to be something like that. And that should take you to pretty much into the zone at 15,351. Okay, so that's kind of, you can see how 351 lines up with a lot more structure as well. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Definitely looking like we have the potential to reverse this trend. Remember, the 155 is my trend. So 155 EMA, the purple line, is my trend, and that hasn't broke. Well, it has broken now, but no, it hasn't. That bar's irrelevant. So we're kind of 50-50 at the moment. We're sort of sitting on it. Okay, anyway, that's kind of my ramble for the morning. Hope it helps you somewhat. And but it does look interesting. I think next week should present some decent opportunities. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you on Monday morning. Enjoy the weekend, and cheers for now.